Good morning, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek, and we got a lot of people in the house this morning. We're starting out early. Let's see what's going on. We got Christine Prowse in the house from Ecuador. We haven't seen Christine forever. We got Ben Mack in the house. And he's in the house from Cuenca, Ecuador. Oh, that's you. We got, let's see, Dan Mack. Hi, Bill, from cold and chilly German village. That is my hometown, Bahama Mama. Dan Mack and even James and Rena are in the house. We have a lot going on today. But first thing I want to ask is, am I on time, everybody? I had to make some time. I had to make some time changes on my computer. For the last couple of weeks, people have been saying, well, you're like an hour late or you're an hour early. But I had to make some changes in the computer. It ends up that my Google system had me on Pacific time. And actually, I'm on some other time. So I had to go into Google, change my time zone. And so I want to ask you guys, I think I'm okay in Ajijic, Chapala, but in other places, perfect timing, great. Oh, perfect timing. Okay, so I did good, and I'm just going to go to my man right here who's telling me that I had perfect timing. I like perfect timing. I think we're good to go. Okay, you are okay from James and Rena. They're talking to me. Okay, we have a lot going on today. We have a special guest coming on in 8 minutes. Katrina the Maker is in the house. Good morning, Katrina the Maker. Woo-hoo, LJ. LJ's in the house. LJ's been working with me all week about my timing. He was on me for my timing. Oh, and he was saying, you got to fix that because we got regular people coming in here every week, and you're coming on an hour late. Yeah, LJ worked with me all right to get this on. Deborah Green. Deborah Green is in the house. Who is Deborah Green? From Hartford, Connecticut. I know it's snowing out there in Hartford, so you take care and be warm. And we have Don Cole. Don Cole is in the house from Florida. I'm surprised she's not traveling around the world somewhere because that girl get around. Hey, but we have a lot going on today. Catherine is in the house, and she's saying a good morning to everyone, and she's looking good in her sunglasses. She's ready to go. She's ready to go. So let's get with the program. We have a special guest coming on in about, she's coming on very shortly. Let's see. I'm looking for something over here on this screen. Her name is Kimberly Thorne. She's an Ajijic, and she's going to share her experiences about living in Ajijic. And we have my friend that's moving down here shortly, Anya. It says Anna on the screen, but her name is Anya, and she's moving down here from Tucson to Mazatlan. So you know, look at her looking all good there with her sunglasses and her hat on. Just these little pictures can change our whole conception of what's going on. So Kimberly's going to come on in 6 minutes. She's a fascinating individual. But we have a lot to cover this week. Let's see here. Let's take a look here. Oh, yeah, there. I'm still trying to figure out this software. Last Tuesday, I put up this video with Alvaro, the attorney that is still there. It got a lot of hits. It got like 600 hits. Alvaro, I put that up on Tuesday of this week. It's like almost an hour video. And then I put up the baseball video this week. That wasn't such a big hit, but that's okay. We have some more videos coming out this week. This week, we're going to come out with the Brentster. The Brentster is coming out this week. He's famous in he's famous in Mazatlan. He's the country western singer of Mazatlan. He's been awarded the ambassador of tourism for Mazatlan. He does a show every week on Tuesdays at 2 o'clock. It's called the Brentsters Beach Bash. I've been working on this video for almost 2 weeks. It's a 40-minute interview. He's very interesting, and he is Canadian. So that video is coming out this week. Let's go back to comments and see who's in the house. Terry Jones. Terry Jones is in the house from Sacramento, California. Woohoo! Oh, here you go. Yeah, James, a great video with Albaro. Albaro can help you out. And let me do this. We have Kimberly coming on in about 4 minutes. But again, I moved all of my links. Senor Mexico. Senor Mexico is in the house. Always great to see you, Senor Mexico. Woohoo! Okay. But we have a lot going on. We have a lot going on today. I've spent a lot of time with Robert and Sherry at Reina Del Mar Bed and Breakfast this week. I spent like 3 days with them this week. We did a tour yesterday through the country of Mazatlan. And what I didn't say is this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. That's what we do. It's a beautiful day down here in Mexico, and I'm going to show you some video clips of some time I shared with some loving people. I mean, the people in Ajijic and Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta, expats down here are living the life. It's hard to explain how people move down here. They just fall in love with the culture. They fall in love with the weather. They fall in love with the food, and they just change as individuals. They say that people down here, they live longer because their stress goes away after they cross the border into Mexico. They move here, and we got James and Rena in the house. They are cooled out people from Reno, Nevada, I think. Or are you guys from Las Vegas? You guys are from Las Vegas because you were a dealer. But they are so cooled out now, living in San Antonio. So let me I got to turn something off here. Okay, let's turn you off. Okay, let me do this. I met a person, over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, Las Vegas. Sorry about that, you guys. I moved your old place. But this week, or maybe 10 days ago, I met this fascinating individual. And her name is Kimberly Thorne. And she lives in Ajijic. And she lives there with her 2 sons. Last time I checked, one is 16 years old, the other is 27. And they live in Ajijic. She's living an awesome life. And she has a Facebook group with almost 800 members. And if you want to check out her Facebook group page, you can find it. Here you go. Here it is. You can find it. Right here. Living your best life abroad. And a link to her site is down in the description below, and I'm going to move it over into Bill the Geek FAQs or billthegeek.org FAQs. But let's get right with the program. Shucks. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Here. There she is. There is
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Kimberly. How are you doing this morning?
How you, Bill?
Yes.
Thanks for that intro. That was great.
Was that
I'm doing
great?
great. Never better. Living my best life, like you said. Yep.
Ah. So 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 where are you located right now?
So I'm not in Ajijic. I'm actually in Chapala, which is a more Mexicanish town, not as many expats in it. So you have to speak Spanish to live here. You
And where are you from
still
originally?
So I'm from the state of Utah in the States, but I consider myself half Latina, and I'll tell you why. Um, when I was, I went on a volunteer experience down to Argentina, to Buenos Aires back in the 90s, met my husband, who is the father of my two sons, and they were both born down there in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I ended up living down there for almost 18 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so how did you end up in Chapala?
Well, okay, so when my husband passed away about 11
Ah,
years ago down in Buenos Aires, it was pretty much like time to, we've been married for 6 years. We had a life down there, and when he passed, things kind of changed for especially for me. I wanted to reconnect with, feel like American again, because you really absorb the culture that you're living in. And we headed back to Utah, and I experienced what you can absolutely say is reverse culture shock. Because once you've been living abroad, you get used to kind of a certain lifestyle. You can afford help. You're living a certain way that Americans aren't used to living, and I couldn't abroad for so long. And I was just like, I'm done. Back to Latin America. Let's go back to where there's warm people, where I can, utilize the dollar to the best, give my kids a better life. So 4 years ago, full-time travel for a while. We're going to throw care to the wind, and we full-time traveled throughout Mexico, Colombia. Believe it. And so I
oh
gave
my
my kids
gosh.
memories for fun until we got kind of burned out on traveling. And I know it's one of the hottest cities on this planet, and we just weren't adapting because it was too hot. It was to having a friendly culture, and we couldn't. And I'm like, let's look for another place. So we landed, and in 2 days, my boys said, "Mom, please, we're tired of traveling." We're tired too. We wanted to settle to a place, and within 2 days, we fell in with area, and it just felt like home. So
Oh.
ever
Oh, oh,
since here in this
okay.
area in Lake Chapala. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I've I lived in Chapala for 4 years, and there's a lot of especially Ajijic. There are a bunch of retirees there, and when you meet many expats in Mexico, it's like when you run into expats, you are going to run into a lot of
You're cutting out a little
retired.
bit. You might have to type in the chat a little bit.
You might have to what?
So I'm trying. You might have to chat a little bit to understand what you're saying, but I can hear you now.
Okay.
Fine. I don't know
Okay.
if anyone else is experiencing this.
Yeah. How are you guys
That's
doing
better.
with the? Oh, okay. How are you guys doing with the audio? Are we breaking up? Kimberly sounds like she's breaking up a bit on her end. You're cutting out. Kimberly, you're cutting out a bit, but But Bill is fine. She's cutting out for me, and that's what
sorry.
Anya is saying. But that's okay. And when we're sorry for the inconvenience, but this is an introduction to Kimberly. I'm going to do a full interview with Kimberly this upcoming Saturday. It'll probably be about 30 minutes, maybe 35-minute interview, and you guys can find out all about her. But what I really wanted to say was I tell people almost every week, I say, hey, you younger people, come on down here. You can work online and make a living down here. And I'm hoping that without getting cut out, hopefully we can get some smooth audio. And don't worry, you guys, because we're going to do a full video on Kimberly. We'll record it next Saturday. That will be posted 1 week from this coming Tuesday. So you'll get to learn all about her with really smooth video. She has a fascinating life. But I want to ask Kimberly, what is your profession and what do you do for a living in Chapala? And how do the dollars float for you? And James and Rena say they just joined your page. So I just got you a member. So anyway,
Thank you guys.
let's go back to Kimberly. How
you.
do you bring the how do you bring the dollars?
Yeah,
in?
I can. So thank you. Dollars and euros. So basically, I'm a professional linguist. What does that mean? I teach languages online. So I teach English, Spanish, and writing. And I've been doing this like 26 years. So I started in Argentina. I had a language company down there. I actually had people that I hired, and I do translation and editing. So anything that's related to linguistic activities is something that I do. And when the pandemic, and I specialize in legal translation. So when the pandemic hit and all the courthouses are doing around the world, especially in the US, which is the country I mostly depend on, I pretty much had no work. So we headed back to, this time we went to California, to Northern California, Sacramento area during the pandemic. We were there for about 9 months. I just had to work in something else. Couldn't find work there. It was really rough time. And one day I just said, we're leaving today. We're heading back to Guadalajara. I bought the plane ticket, like, we're out of here. And then I got with another single mom American friends here. And she says, there's this site that you can work with Americans, and it's a tutoring site. Started out at a lower rate. Now I'm doing pretty good with this. So I've got students that are in English and Spanish. Yes, this is English as a second language in the US, Canada, and Brazil. So those are where my students are located. Yeah. So, and I teach writing as well and do proofreading. So does that answer your question well, Bill?
Oh, yes, it does. So are you happy? We only have Kimberly for about 6 more minutes because she has to take her son to the doctor. So we only have her for about 5 or 6 more minutes here.
You can stick around a little bit longer.
Okay,
we're fine if you need me. So.
Yeah. Your people were saying in the chat that that your connection is not good, and that's fine. So we'll just go on. We'll go on for a few more minutes, folks. But so, are you happy living in Chapala?
I think it's my best life so far. Really, this is the place where I feel like it's my paradise. Okay. And we actually have created this great group of friends. I have some great girlfriends, because we females need each other, and have a great group of I guess XYZ generational friends. And we have the older friends. I have ladies that I go out to lunch with, and I think it's the best life. It's affordable. First of all, I can afford to pay for things. I'm actually creating a similar life to the one I had in Argentina. I'm able to 16 to a school in Ajijic, the private schools in the area. And so I think I've got it all. I really do. I feel like I'm so blessed. I feel like everything has come together for us to have the best possible. I'm so happy here. So
Very
why leave?
good.
And I've been able to also buy a property that we're going to build on in the future here in Chapala.
Oh, and you look so happy, smiling. Doesn't she look happy, everybody?
I am. I am so happy. Really.
And
It's
I'm not
the
gonna
best life.
and I don't ask people about their money. I know people are sensitive about that, but I'm gonna say that I teach online and I charge $45 an hour, and Kimberly charges people way more than that, and she lives in Chapala. She's floating the boat, living the life. Kimberly, we're gonna cut you loose, I think, because we got a little audio situation going on, but I think everybody could hear you. But it was
okay. Yeah.
But we will have a full interview. Yes, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
No, you're right. You're right, Bill. I have really an idealistic life, the way I see it.
Okay.
You're absolutely right about that.
Okay.
I'm just so grateful for that.
Okay. Another happy expat living the life in Mexico, in the Chapala Ajijic down there with James and Rena and other people. So adios, Kimberly, and I will see you next Saturday in a full interview, and we will broadcast that a week from this coming Tuesday. Thank you very much, Kimberly, and good luck at the hospital. Adios, Kimberly.
From today. Thanks for having me all. Appreciate you.
Well, you're
See
welcome.
you guys next week.
Appreciate you. Let's see. There we go. She's out of here. She's gone. Okay, I'm back with you guys to see what's going on, to see what we miss. I'm glad that was I'm glad that the connection is poor. I'm sorry that we had a poor connection there. And I'm glad that was on her end and not on my end. I'm so happy to be here and on time. And we have Miriam in the house. Anya, which is Annie. Great to hear Kimberly. Miriam is in the house looking good this morning as usually, saying happy living in Mexico and people saying thank you. We have a lot of clips this morning. Let's get to some of these. Let me settle down here a bit. And I'm thinking about doing a broadcast. One evening this week. I'm going to give it a shot. I think I'm going to do it at like 7 o'clock Central Time. So I'm going to try it, I think, Thursday. I'm still going to do Saturdays. But if you see me broadcasting live Thursday night, right around 7 o'clock Central Time, just ignore it because I'm going to cover what we're going over today. So just ignore it if you see that, unless you want to just come and see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I had some fun this week. I've been out flying the drone. Okay, so here's what I have coming up in the next 35 minutes. Oh, James, James and Rena. Oh, that's Thanksgiving. Yeah, James and Rena. Not this Thursday, it's Thanksgiving. Okay, Well, I guess I won't be doing it this Thursday. Maybe I'll try it Wednesday. Senor Mexico. What's he talking about? Senor Mexico after 5 weeks in Ajijic, weather and life in Lake Chapala was very nice. However, modern house price were very expensive. Yeah, the prices in Ajijic have really gone up. But over the next 30 minutes, I would say I'm going to show you a couple of clips about the Brentster, the country western music guy. Yeah. Lots of thanks to give for being in Ajijic. James and Rena. I tell you guys, living in Mexico is great. I want to go to a clip here. I spent a lot of time with James, with Robert and Sherry this week. And what you're going to see here, you're going to see a group of strangers that don't know each other. And we got together at this place. This is in Old Town. It's really not called Old Town, but it is in Olas Altos. That means the high waves in downtown Mazatlan. And we went to this place called Angelina's. It's a very nice restaurant, and Robert has people staying in Reina del Mar, which is like 2 blocks away from this wonderful restaurant. And the area, I mean these little quaint streets. I mean, look at these streets. They're not even 5 yards wide. And this is 2 blocks from Reina del Mar. This is where I wanted to live, and by surprise, I ended up living where I do now. I'm totally happy with where I am, which is north of El Centro, where this place is located. But we're going to go in here. We're going into a place called Angelina's. And here is the Angelina's bar. No, that's not our group. We don't know those people. That's okay. But in a second, I'm going to show you this group of strangers. And before we do that, I tell you what, all of the expats down here are so happy. If you can work online, if you're still working, if you can work online, if you're retired and you want to live maybe a little more affordably, you can move down here to Mexico. But I'm getting ready to show you something. It's a group of strangers. A group of strangers getting together and eating food. There's like 15 of us. Hola.
Hi.
And how is your dinner?
Wonderful. Gracias.
Wonderful, really? Okay. And Marty, how's your dinner?
My dinner is delicious, thank you.
Oh, and Bob, how's your pizza?
Goat cheese and fresh shrimp. I've never had it. It's good.
Yes, it looks fabulous. Oh my.
How was your dinner, Bill?
I haven't finished it yet, but
Oh, you better hurry before it gets cold.
I think Bob's pizza looks better than mine.
I think Bob's pizza looks really, really good. Look at when they're done the way like they are. Or not.
Yeah, that's a group of total strangers just getting together. They're from Canada, all over the United States, just enjoying one another. Everybody really intelligent people. people come down here, and the expats just open their hearts to one another. But I think that was Tuesday night of this week. We have William Stoneman in the house from Senior Geek. Gracias, William Stoneman. But people were just so happy down here. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to put up a video. Let's see. I showed you some of these clips last week. Oh, here we go. This is Miguel. I'm going to walk out of my apartment, and Miguel is going to be outside waiting for me. And he's a tour guide, and he's a different type of tour guide because Robert and Sherry, they have their bed and breakfast. But this guy, Miguel, he comes and picks you up wherever you are. And he's a Mexican national. So he was born and raised in Mazatlan. So he's going to share with us a totally different experience. So I went on tour with him, and I put together a 3-part video because if I didn't make it 3 parts, if I didn't make the video 3 parts, it would be like a 2-hour video. But part 1, I will post tomorrow morning. And the difference between Miguel and I would say Robert and Sherry is he does a lot of cruise ship. People that get off the cruise ship, they come to Mazatlan, and like 200 of them get off the cruise ship. They have one guide. They take you to the jewelry shop. They take you to 7-Eleven. You know, I mean, what kind of personalized attention is that? But what if you want a tour and you don't want to go to Reina del Mar bed and breakfast for a week? Reina del Mar is an excellent tour, but is targeted towards people living in Ajijic. So Miguel, what he does is he picks up the people at the cruise ship, or if your family is staying at a hotel here in Mazatlan and you want to take the family or a group with you, he comes and picks you up. And here is let's see. Oh, here we go.
All right, let me
Aldo.
introduce you, Aldo.
And he is our friend Richie.
Richie. Hi.
So we're gonna be doing like some taking some pictures, video
Okay.
to document the experience, right?
Okay, let me tell you something about Aldo. You know, well, I met this guy since we were little, you know, and but the reason that I bring him here is because this guy, he has a lot of knowledge about town. He's a tour guy. He worked for the Chiefs, okay, and you're gonna be in the best hands with this guy, you know.
There you go. That is so this tour, and of course we're at the restaurant, and what would the restaurant be without some chickens hanging out? But this is only 3. It's out in the country, but Mazatlan has grown so quickly that this restaurant, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, but it's like a hole in the city. And they had excellent food. Here's a couple of food places. The food is excellent. And I mean, each of those plates cost about $3.50 or $4.50. It's just an excellent meal experience. And we just had Katrina the Maker come through Katrina the Maker, my first donation of the day. I want to thank you so much, girlfriends. I appreciate that. I can get some tacos this week. Woo, tacos. Thank you so much for your contributions. And for you people that let's see. For you people that are watching the rebroadcast, you can go to let me find this over here. I'm still playing with this software. I'm still trying to see how it works. I'm trying, but there you go. You can go to buildthegeek.org, and if you click on the FAQs button, like right here, then if you go up here and click on the FAQs button, there's a donate button right on top of the page, and that is at buildthegeek.org. Okay, let's go over here and click some buttons. Let's click this button, see how this works. Okay, I'm coming back. So anyway, that the interview with Miguel will come out tomorrow morning. And so if you want to go on tour through Mazatlan, Miguel will pick you up. They do a very good job. And I think that interview went very well. One Gypsy Traveler. Good morning, One Gypsy Traveler. Oh, what's going on here? I'm getting confused. I got all these buttons to click, and I'm getting One Gypsy Traveler in the house. Good morning, Bill and friends. One Gypsy Traveler, always happy to have you in the house. I was on tour yesterday with Rob and Sherry, and we went to many small towns, all within about an hour of Mazatlan. We went to this place where they make bricks. And this video probably won't come out for about another month, but we went to a place, and I'll be showing you clips of this video probably next week, but we went to a place where they make bricks. Okay. When we pulled up there, I'm thinking, well, how much? Good morning, friends. One Gypsy Traveler. Let's see what's going on here. One Gypsy Traveler just donated to the channel. Greatly appreciate. I love to see people just showing up. I love it when people click the like button, but I got to go buy some new software and everything, so I am going appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, One Gypsy Traveler. Thank you so much. Yeah, go eat some good food. Yes, right on. Hey. But, okay. So this tour, we went to a brick making place, and it was very interesting. I was very surprised. We also went to a furniture manufacturer where they make specifically rocking chairs. They make dining room suites with all the chairs. It was beautiful stuff. We went to a place where they make pottery, and I was very hesitant to go on this tour, but it was very interesting. Oh boy, who's this? Gypsy Soul. Let's see what Gypsy Soul is talking about. Hello, Bill. You look especially handsome this morning. Hey, I'm not going to argue with that. I do what I can with what I got. Thank you so much, Gypsy Soul. And feel free to give me all the compliments that you want. Okay. But it was a very good trip. Okay, let's get back. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so we're coming out with this the Brentster video this week. And this is the Brentster. Here you go. That is Brent McCafferty. And he is the all-star. Uh-oh, we got this guy showing up now. Uh-oh, let's get into comments. We got to throw this guy out. Okay, we're in comments. We got the sex guy has shown up. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. We'll put the user in a timeout. There you go. He's gone. Ha! How do you like that? He was here and now he is gone. Okay. You're looking very professional today. It's the shirt. Well, thank you very much, Miriam. So let's go back in here for a second. Okay, now the Brentster, this is a 1-hour interview. It's highly edited, but he's a great guy. This guy is famous, and he does a show every Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon for 4 hours at Diego's Bar. And these people, I mean, they're ready to party. For 450 pesos, you can drink all the alcohol that you want. But he's gotten awards for his music from all over the world. Ends up that he lives like 1 block away from me. And I mean, this is a huge party every Tuesday at Diego's at 2 p.m., 4 hours of rockin' and rolling with the Brentster. That interview will come out Tuesday morning around 8 a.m. Okay, so what else is going on? Okay, let's see. We got a lot of comments, and I love it when people do leave comments. Miriam. Uh-oh. Okay. What's Miriam talking about? Oh, thank you. We already saw that. Okay, yeah, I love it when people are leaving comments and are asking me things, but a lot is going on. Let me go back here. It's been a fun week. Let's see. I know I have more here to share with you. Maybe not. Okay. So what's going on, folks? For you quiet people out there, leave a message, drop a line, tell us what you're thinking. Are people ready for Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is coming up, and tomorrow is a big holiday in Mexico. Oh, let's see. Hello from Ore. Hello from Ore, and tell us where. Leave a message and tell us where Ore is. Hello from Ure. Granny. Granny is in the house. Right on. We haven't seen Granny for a while. Granny, how you doing? We got to get together and chat on the phone so you can tell me what you doing. And one gypsy traveler saying, still in Kenosha here, Bill, freezing my cahucas off. Oh, and Granny's in Ajijic enjoying herself. It's always good to know when Granny is having a good time. Oh, Camping Allen. That's Camping Allen. Okay, Camping Allen. Just back from an exploratory trip. Number 2 to Mexico City. Good for you, Camping Allen. Rob and Sherry are planning a trip to Mexico City. That's going to be like a 5-day trip. Rob and Sherry it's a 5-day trip. I don't know if they're going to fly to Mexico, put you up in a hotel. I'm not sure how they're going to work that out, but you want to contact them immediately if you have any interest in that trip. All Mexico City. Also, they're planning a Copper Canyon trip. So you want to contact them and ask them about that date. It's supposed to be a fabulous trip. I'm going on both trips, Copper Canyon and Mexico City. Katrina the Maker in Houston, in the rain and cold? No, rain and cold. I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you, you got to come on down here. Get your plane ticket, pack up your stuff, and move on down here to Mexico. I'm telling you, it don't rain down here. It's not going to rain down here for like another 6 months. Right now, there are a couple of clouds in the sky, but that's about it. And look at who is showing up late in the house. It's BJ. I'm sorry I'm late to everything, but I'm here. Right on, girl. And that's all that counts. We're happy to have you in the house. Oh, wow. Great to be here. Great that I was on time. Coming next year to Querétaro. Oh, I've heard that's a fabulous city. I want to go there and make a video about it. It's a big city. What, they have like 3 million people living there, but I've heard that it is wonderful. But it's going to be a truck or a long trip to get there. Okay. So I'm going to post the video with Miguel tomorrow if you want him to pick you up. James and Rena. So much snow in Buffalo, New York, they moved the game indoors in Detroit. Yeah, it's crazy. All that weather, why do it? Why do it? Camping Allen, we had a tremendous time. Increíble Central. That means the middle of town was fabulous. As always, the people were very nice. Great food. The normal American Canadian expat areas didn't do us for us. But we really like Coyoacan. Oh, we're gonna have to talk about that. Good for you, Camping Allen. Another thing about coming down here to Mexico is you meet all these expats, and they've been to so many places. Brian Maiden shows up. Good morning, Bill, and all in the house. Woohoo! Okay, now, who is Alessia Hawkins? Okay, what's that? Weather's terrible in Houston right now. We need to get out of here. You guys get out of here. You guys can come down here together. And Granny wants to tell us about going to have the Lake Chapala Society Blues Festival this afternoon. I'm going to tell you, they have some expats in Ajijic, Chapala that can jam. These boys can jam. And they're all Caucasians. I mean, they can jam. I mean, they do it all. But they're going to have that at Lake Chapala Society. I'm sure they are going to be jamming at the Lake Chapala Society. Granny, what time is that? And Granny's going to be there. If you see her, are you going to be on your scooter or in your wheelchair, Jenny? Let's go in here. You can get a picture of Granny. She's going to be there. If you see her at the Lake Chapala Society, you can just walk up and say, "Hey, Granny, you got any pot?" You know she's going to have some. From her doctor. Let's see. What's this? Might have to see you all at the LCS today. That is the Lake Chapala Society. Okay. Thank you, James and Rena. Thank you, everyone, for coming to join us today. This has been a very busy week. Miguel, the tour guide, all of his information. Might have to see you at the LES today. Hello, Camping Allen. Let's just do this. Something that I didn't do let me click this button. And then I'm going to click this button, share screen. I'm going to go over here, go over here. Oh, here we go. Okay, now. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is the Facebook page for Miguel, and they call themselves the Mazatlan Red Truck Drivers. And they've got pictures of their tours and everything. And you can contact them directly through this page. They call themselves the Mazatlan Red Truck Drivers, and you can see people on their red trucks just having a good time. And they were a lot of fun. We went to like 5 or 6 eateries with them, and the food was fabulous. The food was fabulous. Okay, so there you go. But it's been a very busy week, and I thought I had a lot more clips. Brian Maiden, what are you talking about, Brian? Did you have your 5 scoops of coffee? No, I only had 3. And I didn't figure that out. I wanted to have 4 or 5 this morning. I wanted to have 4 or 5, but I forgot what I was doing, and I just put in 3. So I'm kind of mellow this morning. But it was a busy week. I have content ready to go for 3 weeks. Also, I made a contact with some realtors here in Mazatlan. And this week, we were supposed to go today, but they had to reschedule. This week, we are going to go look at houses in Mazatlan. And they have housing available on the low end, which is less than $100,000. And of course, they have housing that is available on the high end. So I'm going to start putting out more properties that are available in the Mazatlan area. And these are 2 experienced realtors. One is from Mazatlan, and the other one is an expat from Canada that has lived here for about 5 years. So I'm looking forward to that. And also, we will have Katie Ibarra coming to visit us once a month from Ajijic with her property pick of the month from Ajijic. Yeah, okay. So, and of course, let's see what else we got going on. Here we go. Darn it, I'm missing another good time. Blues and nothing left the blues. Yeah, girl, come on down here. They got blues down here. We go to a blues place at Lucky Bastard every Wednesday at 3 p.m. There's so much music down here. It's crazy. There is so much music down here. It is crazy. Okay, we have 32 people in the house, 21 people. Okay, property tour will be great. Yes, Camping Allen. And I'm telling you, I love Mazatlan. I'm having a great time, and all of the expats down here are so friendly, and they're so giving of information, the places you can go, the restaurants where you can eat, where you should do your grocery shopping. I picked up so many tips from being out this week, and I tell you what, I'm not real social. I don't go out hardly at all unless we're going on tours, or Robert and Sherry want me to come over to go to dinner and see the people that they're meeting, or Anya said, hey, you want to go to a baseball game? But I don't really go out that much. I'm very happy. Let's talk to the alter ego. Bill, you're a boring guy. You don't go out all that much. You need to get out more. Well, alter ego, yeah. Maybe I should get out more, but I get out enough. But I have videos all planned out for 3 weeks. That takes a lot of pressure off of me. What's James and Rena talking about over here? I have 2 computer screens. One says that they're talking. What time for the blues show? Are we all going to LCS at 2:30 or 6:30? What, they have 2 blues shows? What's up with that? What's up with that? They have 2 blues shows? And this is the great thing about expats communicating. I mean, I don't know if James and Rena knew about the blues thing. Granny knew about the blues thing. Yeah, only 3 scoops of coffee. Yeah, but people exchange information. They get together. If you're up there in the cold and the insanity in the United States, it's time to rethink that. It's amazing. It's amazing. Miriam, you're doing great, Bill. We love your style. Just keep it up, Miriam. Thank you so much for showing up, clicking the like button, and sharing some of that green cash with me. I love it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I've been out with the drone. I was out with the drone yesterday, and a great story. Let's see if I can get this back. We were in here. Oh, this is worth it if I can find the clip, and I will find the clip. Where is the clip? Oh, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, this clip. I'm going to stop that video, then I'm going to play it again so you can look at Alex and his wife, Marty. So I'm going to play the video again. Okay, Alex is 89 years old, and both of them are from Bermuda. I don't know how old Marty is, but what a brilliant past they have. They travel the world. They've lived all over the world. And he was on Robert. He's staying at the, he's on tour with Robert and Sherry, but I spent the day with him yesterday. And we went into all these shops. So he goes into a shop to get a Coca-Cola or something, and he gets around super. His mind is totally there. He's but this is just another experience of meeting great people, expats in Mexico. Who knows people from Bermuda? Okay, but whatever. So he goes into this shop, and these 3 little Mexican national kids, boys, like under teenagers, maybe they were like 12, 11. And one of the little 10, 11, 12-year-old boys walks up to him, and he says, in English, he says, "You're an idiot." Okay? I mean, what? You're going to talk to some old guy with gray hair. He's 89 years old. And you're just going to walk up to him and say, "You're an idiot." So Alex looks down at the kid, and I'm not going to say what Alex said to the kid because it's intense profanity. But he used some intense insanity in about 5 words to this kid, all in Spanish. And the kid just looked at him like, huh? I mean, old dude like you can curse in Spanish like that? And his 2 little friends, the boy's 2 little friends, looked at him and smiled. And then the boy that said, "You are an idiot," he put his hand out to hand fist Alex, okay? Oh, I tell you what, speaking some Spanish in Mexico can go a really, really long way for many different reasons. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, what's going on? Katrina the Maker. Katrina the Maker, are there good jazz bands? There are phenomenal jazz bands in the Ajijic area. There are in the Ajijic Chapala area, more in Ajijic. There are phenomenal, let me say this. Katrina the Maker, I've been listening to jazz all my life because I remember when I was 4 and 5 years old, my dad was playing jazz on his stereo system. I didn't, Stanley Turrentine, all the big ones. I've been listening to that all my life. My dad was a jazz freak. So my dad came to visit me in Puerto Vallarta, and we went to a jazz club, and these guys were playing all my dad's favorites. I mean, they were jamming. It was like New York City concert jazz, and it freaked my dad out. And they all spoke English. So after their show, Dad goes up and says, how do you guys know jazz so well? Jazz is a universal language. So to answer your question, are there good jazz bands? You can find excellent music throughout Mexico, though in the Ajijic area, you're going to find jazz. And then they float over into the Chapala area. In Mazatlan, you can find so much jazz, you can just puke on jazz and blues. In Guadalajara, it's the same thing. In Puerto Vallarta, it's the same thing. Jazz is universal. There are some smaller pueblos where you might get stuck with mariachi music, but you don't want it. Just don't live there. You'll be fine. Let's see what BJ's talking about. But before we go to BJ, let's just give a quick shout out to Keith Hanna. Keith Hanna in the house. Am I on time, Keith, or are you late? What's going on with that? But what's BJ talking about? Great, more real estate info. I'm talking with some people that are born and raised New Yorkers, and they are warming up to the fact of visiting Mazatlan. Definitely considering relocating to your paradise. And I tell you what, I went to a gathering over at Rob and Sherry's place this week. They have a meet and greet over there. So there are maybe 50, 70 expats. It was a meet and greet, so people don't know each other, so they just come there to meet other people. Of course, he had 10 people staying at Reina Del Mar at the time, but I'm walking around there. There were a bunch of people that I'd seen walking around, but I was not familiar with them. But there's all kinds of people. They're all friendly, just meeting one another, sharing their experiences about living in Mazatlan specifically. And people are very giving down here. Very giving, very friendly. Woohoo! Okay, so this week we got stuff going on. Okay, Keith, I'm late. Cool. We'll rewatch later. What's Camping Alan talking about? What's he talking about? We were surprised. On our visit to Mazatlan, we easily got by with our horrible Spanish ability. In Mexico City, we had a much harder time being understood or finding anybody with English. Oh, I tell you what, knowing Spanish you got to ease into it and you have to practice it, but I probably taken 10 taxi rides this week. They were all in Uber. And I've had some fabulous conversations with the Uber drivers. I was in Uber 2 times yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, yeah. 2 times yesterday, 2 times Tuesday, 2 times Wednesday, 2 times Thursday, because the taxi drivers, the Uber drivers, they know everything. And even when I was walking around these small towns, Yesterday, I could go into shops. I bought some chapstick in a shop and some other things in a shop. And just being able to talk to the person behind the counter in Spanish, or the Uber driver, and specifically strangers on the street. I saw two females walking down the street in a small town yesterday. And to me, it looked like maybe a 35-year-old woman with her, maybe her 70-year-old mother. And I could say to them in Spanish, "Oh, two women looking really good. You guys are looking really good." And they looked at me and they laughed, and we had fun. And I tell you what, if you can speak some Spanish down here, it will go a very long way. And but then you get into the different dialects of Spanish. And I'll have to ask this to Kimberly Thorne next week, because I was told that there are 360 dialects of Spanish in Mexico. So it's almost like talking to somebody from Appalachia that's been in the hills for a long, long time. You may not be able to understand anything that they say. But I mean, they have so many dialects of Spanish in Mexico that there are some Spanish people. There are some Spanish speaking people that don't understand what you're going to say. Oh, my phone is ringing. It's from the 615 area code. I don't even know anybody in the 615 area code. So we will continue. We have Terry Don Marshall in the house. She's a fascinating woman. We're going to do an interview with her, I would think within the next month. Fascinating individual. Okay, for translating from English to Spanish and from Spanish to English. Yes. But there are so many apps that do that. Okay, I'm just hanging out. Yeah. But I tell you, all the people, I talked with so many people this week, and everybody, all these expats are enjoying the heck out of Mexico. and your stress level goes down. But I keep forgetting, May Toimi, good morning from Los Angeles. We got to give the LA girl some credit for showing up. She always shows up. And girl, I think you're a girl. Oh, Nashville. Maybe that's I don't know. Well, I'll have to check it out. As a Tennessean, and I guarantee you that 615 is Central Tennessee, the hub. All span calls. LA guy. Okay, LA guy. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Thank you for showing up. It's tough when I'm broadcasting, and you're getting out of bed at 8 o'clock. It's Saturday morning, but you showed up. Thank you so much. And I have been flying the drone lately. Another thing that I've done before I moved to Mazatlan, or before I broke up with my ex-wife about a year ago, I was, every morning for about 10 years, I would walk 4 miles in the morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning. And then when we went through our breakup, my mind was all messed up, and I didn't walk for about, until Monday of this week. So now I get up at 5 in the morning, Monday morning. I did my 4-mile walk, and I did that every day this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I feel so good. I'll take a break for Saturday and Sunday and get back to it on Monday. It was a 10-year thing that I did, and my relationship broke all of that up, and now I'm back with myself again, and I'm getting back with my drone again. And it's just so much fun playing with the drone. I love my drone. Yes, I do. Just taking it up, putting it up. I meet so many people when I put my drone up. Yeah. Yes, but this is like 3 blocks from where I live in Mazatlan. And just people enjoying life in Mexico. Let's see what's going on now. 1700 GM. When expats move to Mexico, they look much happier. I'm telling you guys, I would even say they glow and look younger. I'm telling you, man, you saw Alex. He's 89. I know people in Chapala, Ajijic that are 89. They look like they're like 55. I wish you guys could meet James and Rena in person. They're retired. They look like they're 18 years old. There's a guy named Skyrider. I forget his first name, but I remember that his wife's name is Maryland. And they just moved. I think they moved to San Antonio not too long ago. But now they look like they're like 22 years old. And like 1700 GM said, I would say they glow and look much younger. Yeah, it's a trip. These people glow. It looks, you come down here and you spend a year down here and get a nice place, you know. Spend an extra $150, get that place that you didn't want to spend the money on. I'm spending about $150 more than I wanted to, but I like my place. But anyway, come down, get an okay place, you know, get out, go to some blues music, join a group, maybe, you know, some kind of group, play cards with somebody, you know, eat some food with somebody, make some food with some group. And there are all kinds of groups on Facebook. In Mazatlan, there are like 12 groups. You have rental property groups. You have expats in Mazatlan. I mean, they have like all these groups, and the groups tell you what is going on. They have groups in Guadalajara. They have all kinds of groups in Ajijic, groups in Puerto Vallarta, groups in Colima. All that's on Facebook. Yeah, just hook up with a group, and people will. I mean, we got our group here. Granny's telling us about jazz at the LCS today. So yeah, join a group and you'll get hooked up with all that is going on. I'm going to shut down here in about 3 or 4 minutes. Bride and maiden. I noticed some of the people in the house there has their pictures of themselves. How do you get your picture so everyone can see what you look like? Okay. Can somebody email me? Because I don't know. That has to be your. I would think it's going to be your email. Okay, now what is this that we're using? This is going through the Google system. So I'm thinking that is going to use your Google icon or your email icon. Can anybody answer that, please? Can anybody answer that? It would be greatly appreciated because Brian wants to know. He wants to get rid of the B that he has there for Brian, and he wants to put in like a picture of his face so that all the women out there can see how handsome he is and, you know, and just see what's happening. Okay, now, let's see. 1700 GM from James and Rena. Not just glow, we are happier. Only thing better about Las Vegas over Ajijic is that Las Vegas does not have mosquitoes. Okay, yeah, that's true. No mosquitoes in Las Vegas. Katrina the Maker, you have to attach a picture to your Google account. Okay, so here's what's going on. when you come into this world, my software system is called StreamYard, and I'm broadcasting through YouTube. So StreamYard connects with YouTube, and YouTube is a Google system. So what you have to do, and let's go back here, you have to attach a picture to your Google account. So maybe you don't use Google, but you need to open a Google account. Just go into Google. They'll ask you, well, what kind of a thumbnail do you want to put up for yourself? Put up your thumbnail, Brian Maiden, and then you can show up with your image like all of us have, okay? And also, Katrina the Maker, thank you very much for that information. Here we go. Right corner in Google. So one gypsy traveler saying right corner in Google. And I tell you what, let me go over here. I haven't been over here too much today. Yes, I'm Bill the Geek, but there's all kinds of stuff that I do not know. I'm learning all the time. And when people put their heads together, all kinds of wonderful things start happening. That's the beauty of friendly people in humanity. We were in this small town yesterday. And there was a parade. The tour, and I want to do a video on this guy, Christian, the tour guide. I have 3 tour guides, so there's this parade, and these young girls do this fabulous thing, and do. So a lady in our group, she took a video of it, and she wanted to share it with me. And she says, what kind of phone do you have? I said, I have an iPhone. She had an iPhone. She says, well, we can do it on AirDrop. I'd never used AirDrop before. I've had the iPhone for like 15 years, maybe 10 years, okay. And I'd never, and there were 2 people, Sherry, Robin Sherry, Raina Del Mar was behind me, and this other lady was behind me, Holly. They were both behind me, and they both knew how to do it. So they took the lady's phone. The lady's name was Marty. They took her phone, took my phone, said, do this, do that. And I used AirDrop for the first time. So what I'm saying, Brian Maiden, is we all work together and things happen fabulously. Okay, let's see what's going on now. 1700 GM. Sewing is a big part of Mexican culture. In the U.S., as soon as we get a hole in our clothes, we throw them away. Oh, yeah, no, my mother taught me how to sew when I was 5 years old. I was sewing. I had a G.I. Joe. I was making clothes for my G.I. Joe when I was 7. Okay, what's going on here? James and Rena. Hit the B in top right corner to find personal info, and you will see it. There you go. More people. We got 3. Brian Maiden. We have 3 people helping you out. 3 people. That's 3 different sets of instructions, dude. People here to help you. Okay, let's see. Hey there, Bill from BJ. Hey there, Bill. You are right about the different dialects. When I'm around my Puerto Rican friends, they think I'm from the Dominican Republic. It is so much fun. Yeah, dialects, man. Dialects are a trip. Okay. Well, we didn't have a big crowd today, and next Thursday, this coming Thursday, wow, my mouth is going dry. This coming Thursday is Thanksgiving. And I'm not taking next Saturday off. I will be broadcasting. And I tell you what, with my move to Mazatlan, with my new internet system, with my internet speed, last week we had an audio problem. For the last couple of weeks, we've had a timing problem because I had to do stuff with my computer to get everything all connected just right. But, excuse me, but it looks like all of our technical problems are behind us. And I'm so happy. So I will be broadcasting next Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Okay, Keith Hanna. See what's going on. Bill, your vlog with the immigration attorney was great. Thank you very much, Keith Hanna. And for those of you that haven't seen that, that's the Albaro video, and there is a link to that video at billthegeek.org. Yes, let's click this button. Why isn't that button working? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, yeah. At billthegeek.org, just click on that FAQ button, and you will find all the content for Albaro, the attorney. This is about a 53-minute interview. It's very in-depth, and there is some weird content. If you watch to the very end, yes, there you go. Miriam saying, you should keep some water nearby. Uh-oh, somebody sent me a private chat. Oh, Kimberly Thorne says, I'm in Chapala. You're gone, Kimberly, so okay. You should keep some water nearby. Speaking constantly for 1 hour needs hydration. Uh-huh. Miriam, I had the water. I just forgot about it. I do want to show a couple of more drone clips. And I love the drone. I had the drone out yesterday in these small towns. And whenever I get the drone out, I get these little kids that come out and they just have all of these questions about the drone. But this is a 3-block walk from where I live, and I love to take the drone down there with about an hour worth of batteries and just take pictures. I mean, this is how life is supposed to be. You're just out here near the beach. Now, Ajijic is not near the beach, but they have the lake. They have excellent weather, and I had a great time there for 4 years. Or you have Guadalajara. Let's go over here. I have one more. Uh-oh, how do I get rid of that? Gotta turn him off. Oh, turn him off. I have one more drone video here. Oh, here we go. Let's see what's happening in comments. Yeah, here we go. Click that. Here we go. Okay. 1,700. I have a electric car. Will I have problems to find a charging station? I think that's going to depend on where you live in Mexico. James and Rena, do you guys have a charging car? I thought you had a Prism. Did you guys have do you guys have an electric car? I'm going to have to look into that, but there are not a ton of charging stations. I have seen charging stations in Guadalajara. I have not seen a single charging station. Okay, there's James and Rena. Not yet. Might get a Telsa. They say not yet. Might get a Telsa. And Miriam, thank you for that compliment. I have one more video here from the drone. Here we go. And it's fun. It's fun just to take the drone up. Just take it up high. And you can see me, I'm down there in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, but just take the drone up high. And flying the drone, it's like Christmas, because you get to go out and shoot the videos, and then you get to come home and look at them. And it's just, but this is Mazatlan. And you can get views like this in Chapala, Ajijic, with the lake. I mean, I was talking with one Uber driver, very educated man. Lots of, I'm going to say half of the Uber drivers that I meet, they have daytime jobs. If I'm taking them in the early evening, they have daytime jobs. The guy yesterday, his wife is a psychologist, and I think he's into housing repossessions for people that aren't paying for their stuff. And he says, "Oh yeah, so I work my day job, then I work Uber for maybe 3 or 4 hours a night for maybe 4 days a week." But I had this one Uber driver that he was saying that he had a friend that said in Mexico there are actually about 32 different Mexicos, and each of the 32 different Mexicos has a different climate, a different culture. And it's so true. You can go from one place to another and everything can be totally different. Okay, now I'm freaking myself out here. So James and Rena, they're talking about not yet, might get a Telsa, okay? Have had 2 Telsas in the States. Okay, yeah. Not sure about that charging situation. I'm just not sure. Oh, but I'm freaking myself out here because it is almost 10:30. It's almost 10:30. Wow. So I'm going to get ready to wrap it up, folks. Next, I got to tell everybody. Let me, a couple of things. Here we go. James and Rena. 17G, I'm getting my email from Bill, I think he would say. I would get an EV in the Ajijic area if you can charge at home. Could drive back to US with chargers. There you go. You can charge at home. Oh, that's James. James, you guys should, if you go to Ajijic, he lives in San Antonio with Rena, the cripple. I hope her foot is okay by now. But James is brilliant. I'm used to talking all the time. James, I talked with him one-on-one and Ajijic in the plaza. He's brilliant. His wife is brilliant. Okay, you guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I want, for Thanksgiving, I want to share my thanks for you guys that show up and share. We don't have 1,000 people showing up here, but we have 32 people here, and you guys show up regularly. So I want to give thanks. My Thanksgiving is that you guys share your time and your love with me. I try to prepare, some different interesting conversation about stuff that has changed my life. And I tell you, this channel is all about how Mexico can just change your life, reduce stress, warm weather, warm people. But I try to share good content with you every week. Also, if you would like to tell your story, if you want to come on the channel on a Saturday for 10 minutes, just email me. You can go to the buildthegeek.org. You'll find my email and say, "Hey, Bill, there's something I want to share on Saturday morning." Hey, and if you want to talk a half an hour, you can talk a half an hour. I'll put you on at the end of the show. Then you can talk. But please email me. I send you a special link. And then you can share your story. Okay, now we got a few more things here. Enjoy, and it says Annie here, but her name is really Anya. Enjoy your Thanksgiving all. I'm sitting this one out this year. Oh my God. Israel James just shared with me 250 pesos. I got to go in. Israel James, I thank you so much. I got a clip. I didn't know you were in the house. Oh, thank you so much. Now, you know what? Mr. James, I can go out. I think I might buy a turkey now. I might, I might, I can go out and buy me a turkey. Thank you so much. I am safely in Mexico. Thanks for your help. And welcome, Mr. James. Welcome, Mr. James, to Mexico. Very happy for you to be here. Thank you so much. And it's so nice. It's so nice when you can help. I'm safely in Mexico City. Thanks for your help. You're very welcome. Elbow cough. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. So, as I was saying, I want to tell everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your lives. And I tell you what, in a second, I'm going to click this button. I'm going to be gone. But thanks for showing up. Have a great Saturday, a great Sunday, a great week. Most people have a 4-day weekend, and then you have a day with family. If you enjoy that, enjoy that. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting I am live. I'm Bill the Geek, broadcasting live from Mazatlan, Mexico. Happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you 2 days after Thanksgiving. Love you all. Adios, amigos. Que te vaya bien.